homage to the Triple J. Can sit. อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวาพุทธังภะคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิสวากขาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมธัมมังนัมมัสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนามามินมัสการพระอาจารย์ครับ Good morning ครับ สวัสดีครับ เราจะ go on present moment this one okay I love this book because it talks about practice Dhamma in daily life that very difficult to find out the book or the way that the people to follow. Sometimes when you know about the Dhamma, you cannot apply in daily life. But Thich Nhat Hanh try to apply for us in every activities of life. Like yesterday we talked about eating and let you be aware and finish the dish today. Because we do not think about ourselves, but we think our beings and think our children around the world who have no food to eat. At the same time, deep thinking cultivate our loving kindness anytime we are thinking. And for our practice, when we realize about the truth, we can practice by ourselves as we have practiced well. And even another activities in our daily life, we need to practice until Dhamma is the light to lead our life forever. So we can read and study now เจริญพรเย็นนี้มาเที่ยวอีกไหมมาเดินอีกไหมมาเดินนะสาธุ we start now and let's start now
touching the earth
that means we use our feet to touch the earth, right?
Yes.
Okay, everybody, please listen. How can we touch the earth mindfully from Phra Ing Tham Thamma Sarano? Okay.
Earth brings us to life and nourishes us. Earth takes us back again. We are born and we die with every breath. The earth is our mother. All life arises from her and is nourished by her. Each of us is a child of the earth, and at the same time, the earth will take us back to her again. In fact, we are continuously coming to life and returning to the bosom of the earth. We who practice meditation should be able to see birth and death in every breath. Touching the earth, letting your fingers feel the soil, and gardening are wonderful. Touching the earth, letting your fingers feel the soil, and gardening are wonderful restorative activities. If you live in a city, you may not have many opportunities to hoe the earth, plant vegetables, or take care of flowers. But you can still find and appreciate a small patch of grass or earth and care for it. Being in touch with Mother Earth is a wonderful way to preserve your mental health.
Very good. He thought that the Mother Earth have more contribution of our life. We are born on earth. We grow on earth. And then we die again on earth. We come from the earth. We are walking on the earth. And then after we die, we go to associate the earth. Okay, got it.
Looking at your hand, whose hand is this? That has never died. Who is it who has been born in the past? Who is it who will die in the future? If you look deeply in the palm of your hand, you will see your parents and all generations of your ancestors. All of them are alive in this moment. Each is present in your body. You are the continuation of each of these peoples. To be born means that something that did not exist comes into existence. But the day we are born is not our beginning. It is a day of continuation. But that should not make us less happy when we celebrate our Happy Continuation Day. Since we are never born, how can we cease to be? This is what the Heart Sutra reveals to us. When we have a tangible experience of non-birth and non-death, we know ourselves beyond duality. The meditation on no separate self is one way to pass through the gate of birth and death. Your hand proves that you have never been born and you will never die. The thread of life has never been interrupted from time without beginning until now. Previous generations, all the way back to single-celled beings, are present in your hand at this moment. You can observe and experience this. Your hand is always available as a subject for meditation.
Okay, it is very interesting that he points our life related to the previous people. When we see the palm of hand, we do not see just the palm in front of. We can remind our ancestor, for example, from grandpa, grandma, great-grandpa, great-grandma, ma, father, dad, and everything are included in our life. We are the center to gain the transformation, character, and gene, and so many things from the previous people to us. So we are not only one, we are not single, but we are cooperated with so many people, so many things around the world. This is called interdependent origination theory or interdependent origination approach, that without him we can't use the Dhamma of interdependent origination or Paticca Samuppada to apply, to see from hand to mom to dad, grandma, granddad, grandfather. This is called interdependent origination or interdependent arising, or in Pali language, Ithappaccayata. Ithappaccaya is the great Dhamma that cover origination and cessation for all being, including our life. So he let us see the relationship between our life and the other. And so in Buddhism, we pay respect, we feel gratitude to our parents, because all things on blood and bone and organs in our life transfer from them by the way of biological way or natural way and the law of nature. So Ajahn Puttathát conclude the meaning of Dhamma as first nature. Our life is nature, the law of nature. Our life exists or survive because of the power of law of nature. The law of nature is changing, breathing in, and then it needs breathing out, changing, and the continuation. So as he mentioned about continuation, life is continuation from the previous ancestor to us. This is continuation. In fact, what we can see in the present moment is continuation of life based upon continuation of breathing in and breathing out. If we just breathe in, never breathe out, we cannot survive. And it just breathe out, and breathe out. Never breathe in, we cannot alive. So, continuation of breathing in and breathing out. It in the rhythm of balance, so we can exit. Every element in our life cooperate, working in the balanced way, we can survive. So this is the seeing of hand and related to everything around us. So next lesson.
Hearing the bell. Listen, listen, this wonderful sound brings me back to my true self. Listening to the bell, our mind becomes one with the sound as it vibrates along, settles down, and fades away. With the help of a bell, our mind is collected and brought back to the present moment. The bell mindfulness is the voice of the Buddha calling us back to ourselves. We have to respect each sound, stop our thinking and talking, and get in touch with ourselves, breathing and smiling. This is not a Buddha from the outside. It is our own Buddha calling us home. If we cannot hear the sound of the bell, then we cannot hear the other sounds that also come from the Buddha. The whistling of the wind, the songs of the birds, the cries of a baby, or even the motors of the car passing by. We can also hear the music of the bell in the ring of the doorbell or the telephone. These are all calls from the Buddha reminding us to return to our true selves. What is a true self? A true self is a self that is made of non-self elements. If we're able to look in this way, the word self will no longer be a source of confusion. Practicing with a bell helps us practice conscious breathing and realize the interdependent nature of all existence.